Meanwhile, there is more rhetoric and chest thumping from China on Taiwan. It's China doing what it does best, muscle flexing and showing off. And this time it comes with a twist. China's soldiers say they are ready to give up their lives if needed. According to reports, China has released a new documentary. What's it about? Well, it aims to show the army's preparation to attack Taiwan, and it's no ordinary documentary. It has soldiers pledging to give up their lives if needed. That's right, it features personal accounts, as per reports, of numerous PLA soldiers from different services and locations. The documentary is titled Zhu Meng, or Chasing Dreams. Now, we know how Xi Jinping has been dreaming about invading Taiwan, and China wants to show just how prepared it is to turn Xi Jinping's dream into reality. And it seeks to tell the world its soldiers are ready to die for this cause. First, let me tell you a little bit more about this documentary. Reports say it is an 8-part docuseries aired by the state broadcaster CCTV earlier this week to mark the People Liberation Army's 96th anniversary. And what does it show? It features military drills, also testimonials by dozens of soldiers. Several of them expressed their willingness to die in a potential attack against Taiwan. Basically, the idea is to try and show the world just how committed China's military personnel really are to be combat ready at any second. And the documentary also showcased the PLA's joint sword drills, which simulated precision strikes against Taiwan. The exercises, by the way, were undertaken around the self-governed island in April after a visit by the Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen to the United States. And the documentary also features Shandong, one of China's 3 aircraft carriers, sailing in formation with several other warships. In fact, the PLA has repeatedly dispatched Shandong to the Taiwan Strait over the past few months as a threat to Taiwan. Just a quick backgrounder here. As you may be aware, the Chinese government claims Taiwan as a province of China and has not ruled out taking it by force. Unification is a goal that is very close to Xi Jinping's heart. And according to Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen, Taiwan is already a sovereign country. Now, the thing is, under Xi Jinping's rule, aggression towards Taiwan has only increased. And what about the threat of invasion? The People's Liberation Army has been sending hundreds of warplanes into Taiwan's air defense identification zone. And this latest documentary is China's new way of sending out strong signals regarding its preparedness to attack Taiwan. At a time when tensions have been on the rise and international concern has been mounting, the idea is to show just how determined China really is. But the question is, Xi Jinping, is he actually going to try and realize his dream of making Taiwan a part of China? But who knows what really is on Xi Jinping's mind and whether or not the Russian invasion of Ukraine has emboldened him. But as of now, China is wasting no opportunity to pump out propaganda to show that it is ready to go to any length. Have you been dreaming of traveling to Italy? Well, other than the pastas and the pizzas, here is another addition to the list. A free pass to get drunk and yet reach home safely. You heard that right. If you have a couple of extra drinks in Italy and are not in a state to drive back home, you will not have to worry about booking an expensive ride. You will not have to appoint a friend as the designated driver either, because the government will sponsor your ride home. Here's how this will work. Revelers who appear too drunk while exiting a party will have to take an alcohol test, and if they are over the limit, a taxi will be called to take them home safe. And here's the fun part, it will be at the state's expense. The funding will be provided by the Transport Ministry, from Puglia in the south to Tuscany and Veneto in the north. The pilot project, in fact, will run until mid-September at 6 Italian nightclubs. What is the motive behind this? Of course, to rein in drunk driving and also to curb deadly accidents. Driving under the influence of alcohol is a major cause of road crashes in Italy. In fact, the level of acceptance of drunk driving in Italy is higher as compared to other EU countries. Just 20% of Italians think that they will be caught if they drink and drive. Based on the National Police data in 2020, in fact, 9.2% of the injury crashes were related to drunk driving. Approximately 26,000 fines were issued for drunk driving. Italy is one of the world's favorite travel destinations. Millions of tourists visit it every year, and people don't tend to count their drinks while on a vacation. The scheme kicked off over the weekend. So far, it has largely received a positive response. Many are happy about the free ride home. Others say it will significantly reduce car crashes on the roads. On the first night itself, 21 people were taken away in the government-funded taxis. People now have an excuse to party even harder, it seems. While all that is well and good, the project has also been criticized. Critics argue that it unjustly rewards people who drink too much, and rightly so. Not having to worry about getting back home safe will let partygoers take an extra drink or two. It is a smart move by the government for more than one reason. The alcohol consumption will likely go up, so will the revenue. More tourists will come in, ultimately boosting the country's economy. And as you already know, road accidents will dial down. Overall, it seems like a win-win situation for Italy. And here's something else that's not ending soon: the pandemic. Thanks to the multiple new variants of COVID-19. Reports say a new COVID-19 variant is spreading quickly in the UK. It goes by the name of Eris. How fast is this variant spreading and how lethal is it? Our next report explores.
A new COVID variant is on the prowl. It goes by the name of Eris, or EG 5.1, and accounts for 1 in 10 COVID cases in the UK. When was this variant discovered? How fast is it spreading? And how lethal is it? Let's find out. To start with, when was this variant discovered? Well, Eris was initially identified as a COVID variant only on 31st July. It was discovered to be a subvariant of the Omicron strain. UK's Health Security Agency said it was spreading at a rapid pace. How rapid? What is the transmissibility rate of the variant? Well, not many details are available about the transmission rate of Eris. But if we go by the surge in COVID cases and hospital admissions in the UK, they indicate that sitting back calmly won't really help. Just like other COVID variants, this one too is likely to infect many. According to reports, in the week beginning July 10th, approximately 11.8 of UK sequences were identified as Eris. The data from August indicates that this figure has climbed to a worrisome 14.6% of all cases. What about symptoms? Are we seeing a change in symptoms? Not really. So far, there have been no reports of new symptoms. Experts say Eris 2 has inherited the symptoms of previous strains, like runny nose, headache, fatigue, sneezing, and sore throat. And the most important question of them all, what is driving the surge in cases? The first reason is bad weather. Due to the heat, many people are staying indoors, and due to less air circulation inside the homes, people are ending up catching respiratory infections easily. In some cases, these infections make them more susceptible to catching COVID-19. The second reason is the waning immunity from COVID vaccines. Experts say taking COVID vaccines and booster shots can strengthen immunity in people. And in case you're down with it, be isolated. Get tested and maintain proper hygiene. Bureau Report, WION World is One.